Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for Android App Arena is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com. Hi, this is Leo Laporte, and once again, time for Twit's audience survey. We'd really like to hear from you. It's only going to take a couple of minutes, really. That's all. Just go to twit.tv/survey and let us know what you think. Your anonymous feedback will help us make Twit even better. And thanks for your continued support.
This is Android App Arena, episode 135 for Wednesday, February 1st, 2017. Clipboard Management. This episode of Android App Arena is brought to you by Tracker, a coin-sized tracking device that pairs with your smartphone and keeps you from losing your most valued possessions. Visit thetracker.com right now and enter promo code ARENA to receive a free Tracker Bravo with any purchase. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Android App Arena. I'm your host, Jason Howell. Android has a reasonably capable clipboard system, let's say. I mean, capable if all you ever want to do is copy and paste and be done. If you want a running history of things or more expansive edit or action controls over those clippings, well, you're going to need some help. And it's probably best to figure out that solution before you need it, as opposed to after, because you do it too late and that one super important clipping will be long gone and totally inaccessible. So let's check out a few apps today to help you in that pursuit. This is going to help you manage and catalog your clipboard contents. That's this week's roundup. Of course, we have to start things off with a way to keep a nice running history of all of those things that you copy and paste throughout the day. Sometimes you copy something and then later you want to find it, but it's long gone. No more. ClipStack keeps a running list of all of those clippings so you can find them whenever you like. Here's my list of clippings. I can tap to favorite any one of these. That's going to make them easily accessible in this star slider area up top. I just slide it over and I see all those that I've starred. Maybe I have something I copy and paste frequently, let's say. You just store it in here and then it's easy to find at the push of a button. So when I want to copy it, I just tap that copy button that's right next to it, and now it resides in memory, and I can paste that wherever I like. I can, of course, edit that clipping as well within the app and then recopy the new edited text. In the settings, I can set the storage limit, which limits how far back in time those clippings are stored. And you might be a little concerned about keeping all of that accessible on the phone. But with ClipStack, you can also set a PIN code for securing access to those clippings, which is a very nice feature. Fingerprint support is built in as well. Now, up in my notifications, you can see my ClipStack notification, and expanding it gives me instant access to a number of my most recent clippings with a button beside them to copy quickly from there, so I don't have to dive in the app to do it. ClipStack is an open source project, and it's completely free. Find it in the Play Store right now. Sometimes you want a running history of your clipboard clippings, but you also want, extra functions, extra actions to apply to those clippings. Clipboard Actions aims to do all of the above. First, launching the app, you can see a running list of a large number of my most recent clippings, very similar to what we saw before. Scrolling through, I can tap on any one of those, and then down below it, you see kind of an expanded view, a number of options appear. Sharing that clipping to any app is there, of course, with the little share button, along with running a web search if I want to run that through, say, Google search, or even sending that clipping to my Maps app. If it happens to be an address, I can navigate right there. I can also translate that copy if I have Google Translate app installed on the device, and even have that copy read out loud with Android's built-in text-to-speech engine. Finally, the app can create a QR code of that copy so people can scan it and see what you wrote. But if I pull down the notification shade, I get instant access to the very last clipping that I've copied, along with all of those options that we've just discussed displayed as buttons inside the notification, meaning I never even have to really open the app when I'm working on the fly. I just tap what I need from that notification and then move on with my life. Clipboard Actions is completely free with absolutely no ads. but you can donate to the developer if you so choose inside the app. Clipboard Actions can be found in the Play Store now. All right, before we move on, let's thank the sponsor of today's episode. We'll take a look at a few more of those apps. This episode of Android App Arena is brought to you by Tracker. We're all used to losing our possessions, whether we want to admit it or not. Newsweek reports the average American wastes 55 minutes a day looking for things they own but can't find. Well, Tracker makes losing things a thing of the past. And I'm going to tell you how to get one for free. The Tracker Bravo locates misplaced keys, wallets, luggage, instruments, bicycles, electronic devices, even pets in seconds. The coin-sized device is constructed with anodized aluminum for the thinnest, most durable tracking. And you can easily attach it to pretty much anything. It has a key loop as well as adhesive for sticking it to just about anything. Tracker is enabled by Bluetooth LE, so the battery is going to last up to a full year. It's very battery efficient. You can add a laser engraved message to each Tracker Bravo. Put things there like return information or pet information. You can also personalize your tracker with a custom printed image. You can go crazy. Choose anything you like. Pair Tracker to your iOS or Android device, and you're going to be able to find its precise location with a simple tap of the button. And that's about it. Your phone can track up to 10 devices at once. You can also customize two-way separation alerts, so you'll be notified before you happen to leave that item behind. And then, of course, if you lose your phone, all you have to do is press the button on the tracker and your phone will ring even if it was left on silent. With over 3.5 million devices shipped, Tracker has the largest crowd GPS network in the world. So your lost item shows up on a map even if it's miles away. If you happen to lose your item, the Tracker app records its last known location on a map. And then when another Tracker user comes within a 100-foot range of your item, you'll receive a GPS update of where your item is located. Go to thetracker.com and never lose your possessions again. Plus, just for our audience, if you enter promo code ARENA, you're going to get a free Tracker Bravo with your order. That's TheTracker.com, promo code ARENA, to get your free Tracker Bravo today. And we thank Tracker for their support. All right, up next, an app that'll copy even the uncopyable. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you want to copy text that simply won't respond to the standard tap and hold methodology of Android? Some apps are designed to prevent you from copying text for one reason or another, but still, you want to copy that darn text, don't you? Check out Universal Copy. It's an app that will swoop in, kind of like Superman, and save the day. Let's take Play Store comments as our example here. Someone dropped an awesome comment on your app or your game, and you want to copy that to your own dock for safekeeping. When you tap and hold that copy, it doesn't do anything. As you can see, I'm trying to do it here. It's not working. Instead, pull down the notification shade and find the Universal Copy entry up there. Just tap that, and you'll see that the screen will scan. Now, go back in there and tap on the blocks of text that you wish to copy. You'll see they'll highlight it as you do this. Include as much or as little as you like by tapping throughout the page. Tapping something again removes that selection. You get the picture. Now, up top, I can go ahead and tap the copy button to copy whatever is highlighted to my clipboard. And what do you know? Totally worked. But I can also tap the pencil to make finer tuned edits before copying what I have left to the clipboard. This button here selects everything, all of the text that's on the screen, so that you can copy it all in one fell swoop with a single tap. And this last button here expands the view to full screen mode for capturing pretty much every last block that you can get to. Just highlight and then tap the fab, and that's going to copy the contents to the clipboard. Best part, Universal Copy is completely free with no ads whatsoever. Find it in the Play Store now. Here's a relatively unknown clipboard app flying beneath the radar. Clipper Floating Clipboard isn't about managing your entire clipboard history. Instead, it allows you to do some interesting things with the text that you just copied. Check it out. I'll highlight and copy a block of text as normal. And once I've done that, this floating button appears over the top of my app. I can tap that, and I'll be shown a floating box over the top of the app. It's kind of replaced by the box, which I can stretch out the window to see everything within that clipping and make it the perfect size. Along with that block of text are a number of buttons that fire off different actions for that text. And by the way, if that box obscures any of the content behind it, I can just go ahead and tap the drop button to turn on some transparency temporarily. I can tap the pencil, and that's going to allow me to kind of make edits to that text. Once it's just right, I can tap the copy button to copy that newer version of the text back into the clipboard for another app, let's say. The rooster here actually allows me to install an app by the same developer called Notify that can drop that clipboard clipping into a notification to appear at my time and date of choosing if I wanted to be reminded of it later. This button here turns that clipping into a QR code, of course, for scanning and easy retrieval. And then rounding it out, I can do things like a web search or send it to Google Translate to translate it into a different language, or even send it to Google Maps for navigation. For free, Clipper Floating Clipboard retains the very last text block copied. For 99 cents, you can upgrade to Premium to remove that restriction and let all of them occupy their own floating block. Clipper Floating Clipboard is in the Play Store now. The beauty of many of these apps is that they have a relatively low footprint considering what they're doing, meaning they can sit in the background and just do what they're designed to do without adding any extra burden to your processor or battery. But what you get is improved copy and paste capabilities that are ready to use when you need them. They're just kind of in the background, capturing all of that text, and you have it when you need it. And that's really good functionality. Send me your favorite apps and categories to arena@twit.tv. You can also post those to the subreddit, androidapparena.reddit.com. The recorded show plays every Wednesday around 5 p.m. Pacific following Tech News Today at twit.tv/live. A new episode will appear later in the evening in the feeds and on the show page at twit.tv/arena. All right, that's it, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jason Howell, and I'll see you next week in the arena.